These 5 heroes dominate ranks right now in Overwatch 2. My name is Paz, a consistent top 500 support player currently for Penn State University. The 5 characters I present to you may not be the hard meta, but rather characters that will always provide consistent value in your ranked games. Also, this is for the first patch of the season. That all out of the way, let's start with the tank pick. Even though she got nerfed, I still believe Junker Queen to be among the best tanks in the game. Her ability to keep herself up and kicking while slashing through the enemy team is incredible in ranked, especially in the lower elos. The do-it-yourself playstyle is exactly what I look for if I am looking to climb, and that is the brand of Junker Queen. So long as you are consistently landing your axe, you are winning games. With this change, the only maps I feel like she might struggle on are Havana, Junkertown, Circuit Royale, and any others that have really long sightlines. For the most part though, she should be pretty solid. The DPS picks I present to you may not be the best in terms of the meta at the high levels, but they definitely seem promising looking at the patch notes. The first DPS I recommend is going to have to be Cassidy. His new grenade now prevents targets from using movement abilities to get away, and when we explain the support picks, you can understand what I'm getting at here. However, this is not the only reason why this character naturally does well in ranked. First, he synergizes really well with the strong tanks right now, allowing him to get to his effective range super easily. On top of this, he is one of the most consistent DPS characters. He will almost never be a bad pick until you get to GM1, and Widowmaker and Hanzo have also gotten quite the considerable nerf, so he is less vulnerable against past counters. I introduce you the bonus pick of the video. I don't know if they are quite top 5, but it's appropriate to put them in the list. With the nerfs of Hanzo and Widowmaker, Ashe just got a whole lot stronger. With a Mercy Pocket, she doesn't really struggle against those characters anymore. And with that barrier out of the way, she can do some real damage. On top of this, her Dynamite does really well when teams are stacked together. Against Junker Queen, teams are generally pretty close. That is why I don't think Ashe is going to be the main pick to take, but I do also believe that she will be a strong off-meta pick, especially on maps that you can play from a distance a little bit more. Back to the main list though. Coming up next, we have Mei. She has received a rework in Season 5, but it looks absolutely filthy. The damage on her spray did get lowered, however, it slows them down so much more, allowing you to detonate the effect with a right click to finish them off. In a meta that seems to be sticking to Junker Queen Brawl over the next few weeks, this could really change things up. Mei does a great job in these settings, and the added slow benefit will help your team go even harder in the paint with Junker Queen. On top of this, her wall is still incredibly strong, she has great poke damage, and her ultimate is among the best in the game right now. Oh right, and she also can't be one-shot by Hanzo anymore. You can't go wrong with Cassidy or Mei on DPS, but Ashe is the spicy pick in the meantime. Starting off with the supports, we have the character that seemingly hasn't gone out of meta since her release, Kiriko. She is still incredibly strong after all of this time, and is why I think Lifeweaver won't see a lot of playtime, because she just does his utility job better. She has incredible healing potential, especially around the strong tanks in the game right now. On top of this, since the game is in a fast, aggressive meta, her protection Suzu only amplifies how fast your team can go in even more. She also has the best mobility out of any flex support, with her teleport sending her out of harm's way immediately. Top this off with a great ultimate and solid pick potential, and you have a god support. The one thing you have to look out for though is Cassidy. Since his nades stop your movement ability, you want to make sure that you avoid him. She really should get nerfed soon though, so if you're looking for a long-term pick, I suggest picking another character. Now, if I were basing my opinions off of top ladder picks in GM, I would say Lucio right now, mainly because if you boop Junker Queen and deny her axe from landing, you will always win. I also realize though that most players are not GM and have teammates that don't really know what that means. Because of this, I suggest the slight Joker pick of Zenyatta for the second support character. This is because he does pretty well in any situation right now. Tracer got hard nerfed and no one really plays Sombra in ranked, so he will be safe most of the time. His Discord Orb, when placed on Queen, absolutely melts her as well, and if you kill her first, you win the fight 90% of the time. What he lacks in healing is made up in damage, and also the fact that you usually will have the other support pick Kiriko anyways. If you really want to delve into the playstyle you need to have to pop off as Zen in a Junker Queen meta, I suggest you watch my unranked GM on him, but I digress. If you can master any of the characters we've listed today in Season 5, you will be well on your way to hitting Grandmaster in Overwatch 2. I suggest picking a character, watching a hero guide, and asking questions to deepen your understanding first, and then getting some practice. If you want your gameplay reviewed on said character, I also host free VOD Fridays here on the channel, as well on my Twitch at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, link in the description. But until next time, I've got to peace out and Paz out. I'll see you in the next one.